Yo, it snowed last night in Waco. Let's go. The last time I saw snow here was 2015, and it was the day I got kicked off the football team. We got students over here trying to shovel snow off their windshield. This is pretty uncommon for Wacoans, I think. It doesn't snow very often. If you're from the Northeast or the Midwest, this is more of your thing. I'm glad I don't have a car, because then I would have to scrape the snow off it. Instead, I could just get a ride from people like Zach. Morning, bro. How you doing?
Morning.
Morning.
What was that?
Let's shut this. God, it's cold. In other news, check out this shirt. How dope is that? Tuesday I was at work and a guy came in and was like, yo, I made you this shirt. I was like, heck yeah, that's dope. I love that. I love seeing my videos actually have a positive impact on people. And it's especially nice to see people in person. Like when someone comes up to me in person and says, hey man, your videos have really encouraged me, inspired me, etc. That's really encouraging for me to keep going, to keep making videos, because I really feel like I'm making a difference. Like I can actually see a human being. It is encouraging when people send me messages on Instagram, say nice things and emails or whatever, but there's just something special about seeing a person face to face. And then it's even cooler when they show up with a shirt. Check that out. Grateful, thankful, blessed, too blessed to be stressed. All of the above. The thing is about being grateful and blessed and thankful. How do I even want to say? But before that,
Here's a clip from earlier.
there you go. I want to talk about how all. Gosh. This is exactly what I want to talk about, which is that being thankful and grateful and blessed doesn't necessarily mean that life is always going great. That you're happy and energetic and lively and all those things. I'm going to talk more about that later. In the meantime, let's check in with Zach. Zach, how you doing? Have you ever gone, let's talk about first dates. Raise your hand if you feel uncomfortable eating in front of somebody that you're dating on the first date and you're meeting them over a meal and they ask you a question right as you take a bite. It's like, it's either you sit there and like chew your food for another 30 seconds in awkward silence, or you talk with your mouth full. So this is basically how it goes. Oh, my name's Silas. You know, I was born in California. Moved to Texas. That's just like a lose-lose situation. Alright, Dub C's, let's go. Necesito una chaqueta porque hace frío. Alright, bro, let's go to Dub C's. Oh. Hey, Henry.
What's up, brother?
Hey, peep this shirt, bro. You see this shirt?
I like that, man. It's another great day at World Cup, y'all. We about to get it in. It's about 9 o'clock going on 10. Come on in and get your food today. We got it good, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Remember to keep God first, positivity first, love life.
Joy, what you got for us?
This is a specialty. It's a taco, you know, with a little pico, because I put pico on everything.
Joy's version of inspiration is put pico on everything.
Pico is positive,
There you go. There's a lot to that. I'm gonna break that down later. I'm gonna think about what that means, putting pico on everything. Yeah, there's a lot of spirituality to pico. I'm actually going to cut back to last week's coffee talk. Had a really good, inspiring conversation with Henry, and I want to show you that and talk a little bit about that. So without further ado, here is last week's coffee talks with Silas. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Coffee Talks with Silas. On today's episode of Coffee Talks, I want to talk about what a great conversation I just had with Henry. Like, I love those conversations. What you guys don't get to see is behind the scenes where I have these conversations throughout the day with Henry, with Joy, with the people that work here. I can't show you my entire life. There's 24 hours in a day. I can only show you like 20 minutes of it and piece it together. But these conversations that we have, those are the ones that really inspire me and just give me so much energy.
But what's one specific thing that you're thankful for today?
To get up, man, and have my health and strength. And my children, man.
Why you love your kids?
Why do I love them?
Yeah.
Why do I love them?
Yeah.
Because I'm their dad.
I love that, man. I just love that, bro. It is such a big deal to be a dad, and like what you're doing for those kids is amazing, bro. Having a father is a really big deal, and they are blessed and lucky to have you as their father. You're a good father, man.
Man, I appreciate that. 29 when I had my first kid. I always said that if God ever blesses me with children, my last name and my bloodline, I'd be the best dad that I could possibly be.
I love that.
Because my dad wasn't in my life, you see what I'm saying? I always vow, as soon as I have a kid, man, I'm gonna be the best dad that I can be.
Man, I love that.
Yeah. True inspiration, real life story.
Yeah. Man, did you hear what he said? When I asked him, I was like, why do you love your kids? And initially, he was kind of taken aback, like, what do you mean? Like, why are you even asking that question? Those are my kids. I don't have to have a reason to love them. And that like spoke so much to me because that's how God is with us, right? And I never had that growing up. I never had a father that was there in my life. And I never really felt that love. And so being able to ask Henry that and him just be kind of like shocked at the question spoke a lot. Because behind that shock was Henry basically saying like, I love my kids because they're my kids, not because they're great at sports, not because they're good in school, not because they're perfect all the time, not because they like never fail, but because they're my kids. And that's the way God views us. He loves us because he made us and we're his children, not because we are wonderful, perfect people. We're not perfect people. We fail all the time. I fail all the time. And like, if it was based on performance, then by all means, like, we couldn't be loved because we screw up too many times. That's just human nature. But that response from Henry is such a beautiful picture of how God views us. I love my kids because they're my kids. And then from that place of God loves me for me, that's the place I can now live out of. And then just enjoy life and try your best. You know, when you can give it your best and strive for greatness without it dictating whether or not God loves you, then you can actually give it your all and have joy doing it. If you're fighting for God's love by what you do, that's like a scary thing, you know? So anyway, shout out to Henry for that amazing conversation. Thanks for watching another Coffee Talks with Silas. We'll see you next time. That's all. Look who's here.
You can cue the music.
What'd you order today?
It's a standard, good old American burger.
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
You're Dylan?
Yeah.
Good to meet
My
you,
wife,
bro.
Alyssa.
Why is she in the back?
My son.
Oh, okay. Hey, good to meet you, bro. Shout out to Dylan for stopping by and saying hello. I was on my way to take out the trash and I just hear someone yell, nice guy. Like I said before, if you see me around, say hi. Someone sent me a message once and said, I saw you, but I was scared to say hello. Why? I'm literally just another human. In fact, I'm a human that takes out trash. But this trash smells so bad. And a few weeks ago, I was taking this trash out and it spilled all over my shirt and my shirt smelled like death for like the next 5 hours until I could change it. And so now, whenever I take out this trash, I don't wear a shirt just in case it spills death poop juice all over me.
Oh gosh, it smells
smells so bad. This is the poop juice I was talking about. Look at that. Oh! That was done, baby. My hands smell like poop juice.
Away from my drink with your poop juice hands.
Taking out the trash at that place is disgusting. All right, here we go. 10-second carpool karaoke. And I will always love.
Seatbelt off.
All right, see you, dog, buddy.
I'm home.
Raj, how you doing?
Are you hungry? You're clearly hungry. That's the only time you make any noise. You off your drugs?
I'm it.
Oh, yes. Yes. Hello. Hello. Come on, staring contest. Ready, go. Yes! Yes! I win that. It's going on the scoreboard. I know I cheated because you're hungry. It shouldn't count, but I don't care. Oh. Boom. In your face. All right, come on. Raj and I have staring contests all the time. It is unbelievable how long she will just stare. She's actually winning by a long shot, but I just started keeping score, so. Ugh.